Let's take you now, our TPC family, to the next story we're bringing you. You know that we love to start your day with something inspiring. We tell you that all the time. What we're bringing you now is our person of interest. And today's person of interest is a particularly young student coming to us from Andhra Pradesh. We won't tell you more. Take a look. So this is the remarkable story of resilience and advocacy, and it comes, as we told you already, from Andhra Pradesh. What happened? Just a few days ago, 25 specially abled students faced a significant obstacle. It almost nullified their ability to get admission into one of India's most esteemed institutions, IIT. And this is despite their successful entrance exam results. It's a little technical. We'll break down for you exactly what happened. But one of these students, Pruthvi Satyadev, he has a mobility disability. He encountered a roadblock, and this is similar to what all of them encountered. We'll get into the technicalities. Basically, this was for his admission to IIT Madras, and the admission itself was put on hold due to a discrepancy in his intermediate marks memo. The state's policy basically allows anyone who's specially able to skip one language subject in their exams. What that means essentially is only 4 subjects are taken instead of 5. Now, this exemption caused a technical issue that jeopardized their admissions, and Pruthvi reached out directly to the state's HRD minister after a lot of struggling, wondering what else to do, pushing through the system over a period of time. He decided to do this, and his action has actually seemingly helped not just him, but also a number of other students make their entrance, get to say that they are IIT students in just a little while from now. We have the honor, we're excited to say that Pruthvi is actually with us on the show today. Pruthvi goes by Pruthvi Satyadev, and he actually likes Satyadev as, let's just have him on the show right now. We'll ask him questions about how he decided to do this, what was the thing that spurred him. Firstly, Satyadev, congratulations. Before we go ahead, tell us, what will you be studying?
Ma'am, actually, I'm not interested in software engineering, so I wanted to go to core subjects. I wanted to go to mechanical, but at the last moment, I got the civil. Yeah, I want to pursue my career in mechanical robotics, but I didn't got the chance. But so I went to civil engineering.
So then does that actually mean that you want to make your way back into it? Are you going to make another career change in a little while after you're done with IIT?
I'm going to stick to this. Like
Okay.
in Andhra, we are building a new capital, so there are so many jobs in civil engineering, and I can have a good career in civil engineering too. So I've changed my mind to civil engineering.
Okay, Satyadev, that's lovely to hear. Let's talk a little bit about why we have you on the show today. It was your dream always to get into IIT. And when you gave the exams, the results came out. What was the issue? Just break that down for our family, just so we can really understand. It's a little technical. So why didn't you get admission?
I have given the exams on my birth date, May 26th, and yeah, after some days they have released the results. I secured 170th rank, and for 1 week I have prepared my preference list and uploaded in the JOSA official website. After a few days, I got the IIT Madras Civil Engineering, and at that night I have uploaded my entire documents in the document verification portal.
Okay.
In that, after one day, they have raised me a query, like you should upload 5 subjects, including 5 subjects in your memo. But as per my Andhra Pradesh government, we'll have 6 subjects overall: English, Sanskrit, Max A, Max B, Physics and Chemistry. But in Andhra Pradesh, for PWD candidates, they'll give a second language exemption,
Right.
which is Sanskrit in our state. So we PWD candidates were exempted from that exam, so there's no need to write for us. They'll calculate our average from the 800. Like we'll have my marks for 1000. They'll calculate marks from 800. So JOSA document verification said that you should write at least 5 subjects.
Right.
I asked them to consider my Max A and B, but they told no, we will consider Max A and B as a single subject. Therefore, you have only attempted 4 subjects. That's why you're not eligible for JOSA. As per JOSA business rules, you're not eligible for IITs and NITs and IIITs in any time in my MTech or anywhere. So I tried to explain them each and everything, but they told no, you're not eligible, and they canceled my seat after 2 days.
I'm a little confused though. What does that mean? Tell us, Satyadev. Does that mean that over the last few years, specially able candidates in Andhra Pradesh were not being able to get into IIT because of that technicality?
No one reached the government about this issue. They just left it. And some people in the last 2 years they have cased a file in the High Court, but the case is still running right now.
So, how did the idea of approaching the government come to you?
Ma'am, actually, I'm a big fan of Minister Lokesh sir.
Okay.
I used to see his interviews, podcasts, and everything. And I know very well that he's so interested in education system. So I used to think to be in his way, and finally, I got a thought to go to Lokesh sir, and I said to my father, through my father's friend, we got Lokesh sir's personal number, and I have texted him explaining everything in detail. Sir have responded to us our message in half an hour, and that's it. Everything happened in a week.
It's so good to once in a while hear about the positive change that being an administrator or being a politician can make. Let me just, Satyadev, tell our audiences that the photos we're showing our audiences, because they must have noticed that you're not in those photos, those are photos of all the specially able people that will now get to go to IITs across the country because of the change that you've actually pushed for. They were also part of that effort, I understand. Tell us a little bit more here, Satyadev. What's the change that you think needs to happen in our education system?
Actually, we specialty able candidates don't need any exemption in our examination. We can write that exam. At least we can pass in that exam. That will help us in future, and no one will ask us about that exemption in our future and entire life. So, my personal opinion is we don't need any exemption. We can write all the exams, and that's it.
I love that answer, but honestly, it's exactly the kind of answer I expected you to give. Seeing the way you've answered all our other questions, you have so much spunk. Tell us, what are you most excited about in the upcoming journey that you have at IIT?
Yeah, I'm going to civil engineering, and I'm most excited about the graphical designing part. And I'm going to IIT first of all. It's a 650 acres campus, and it's a big college. And as I know, people tell that in IITs the life would be very nice. So I'm so excited about my college life, and that's it.
Are your parents excited?
Yes, ma'am. They're more excited than the when I get rank. They're excited a little bit. Now they're more excited because I'm airing everywhere, and yeah, ministers addressed me and everything.
Satyadev, thank you. I know that was a bit of an obvious question right at the end, but we just had to ask. It's been really, really lovely to speak to you in the morning, to give even our TBC family this spunky start to their morning. This is someone who faced an adversity and then came up against it and didn't just change, because you didn't just change your life, you also changed the lives, as we're telling our audiences, of more than 20 other students who will now get to go because of a change in the way that the nomination system and the admission system will now work. So congratulations, Satyadev, and again, good luck for your IIT journey.